Hello everyone, welcome to PHTV Channel 4 in Palos Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski and we are at the library. In this program we're going to tell you everything you wanted to know and more about what's going on at our Palos Heights Public Library. And we are here with our friends Janine and Rebecca. Janine is going to tell us all about what goes on with adult services. Rebecca is going to tell us what's going on with the children's group, which is upstairs. And I feel like we haven't been together for a while, so it's nice to be together.
Yeah, no, it's been a while.
Again. Yeah.
It's already, you know, we're going to be talking about March programs, so
right.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, it does. Well, I don't know. The winter flew by, and it is springy outside. Yeah. And we're just going to hope it keeps going. Yeah. And now that we're saying the word March, that makes us feel a lot better. Like
absolutely.
It's going to end.
Yeah. But we do have something new that we started this year. A new service we just have subscribed to. It's called Brain HQ. It's a brand new resource that you can use it free from our website. Used for increasing memory, attention span, brain speed, all those kind of things. It's really popular right now with everything, and you just click on it, go to our website, click on it, and you get access to all kinds of games or puzzles or that kind of thing. And you can set up an account and just keep track of yourself. You keep your score, and it's really rather kind of you know, I look forward to using it.
Well, it's like a competition with yourself.
It is.
Really,
it is.
You know, it's great because you're triggering your memory and your concentration and all that. And maybe, you know, some of our viewers may have used something like that other places, but I'm guessing that we're not getting commercials and things with
commercial. It's all
really
free.
Great.
You access it with your library, Palos Heights library card, and yeah, there's no commercials. It's strictly straight into the site. And it just has like over 840 levels of training, and so it's really neat.
Yeah, and so you've got attention, brain speed, memory, people skills, intelligence, and navigation. Yeah, all fun. I think it's fun. I like to do stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. So, and then of course we start off the month March 5th, Sunday at 2 o'clock with our creative coloring for grown-ups. We explore your creativity and let your inner artist reign, with a stress-free time to come in color. And we supply the coloring books and the coloring things, not crayons, but pencils and gel pens and stuff like that. And you just come in and let your thing go.
Fun.
So yeah, it's fun. It's really relaxing. People are just so amazed when they actually sit down to color again as an adult. You know, it's like, oh, I haven't done this for so long. Mm-hmm. And it's just very relaxing.
It is relaxing. It's kind of a fun thing to do. And you don't have to be an artist to do it. You don't have to draw the thing. You're just coloring in. Yep. It's kind of mindless.
Yeah, it is.
So now we have something for the mind, so you're thinking, and something that's mindless, so you're not thinking.
There you go. But you're still relaxing, though, so that's really key. So
right.
But really excited about the March 8th, Wednesday. We have the Palos Fine Arts is bringing back their foreign film series to the library at 6:30, March 8th. They will be presenting the film. It's a German film, award-winning German film titled Phoenix, and Steve Frenzel will be doing the discussion afterwards. They will have, the Palos Fine Arts will provide, refreshments and such, but the movie is an incredible film. It's about a disfigured Holocaust survivor who sets out to determine if the man she loved was the man who betrayed her trust.
Oh, wow.
And you do not know to the very last seconds of the movie what is actually the reality.
So it's very suspenseful.
Very suspenseful,
Mm-hmm.
and she's actually was a singer in her former life before she was the war came, and so you have some very beautiful music playing also. So it's a great film. We're happy to have the Palos Fine Arts back with their foreign film series, so we're looking forward to it. And a lot of people are looking forward to it.
Is that subtitled?
Yes, it is.
It is. Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid of that if people haven't done that, because it becomes so automatic when you're watching that it's not really a big deal to watch that.
And of course, we offer many computer classes in the library lab. We have Gmail Basics coming up on March 9th. Learn how to use a Gmail email account, Google email account, and so anybody who wants to come, you need to register because seating is limited, and we need to have basic computer skills for that one.
Okay.
So, But, this is also the time of year where people are planning their summer vacations, where they want to go. And on Thursday, March 9th, we have John Glynn, an outdoor travel enthusiast who will be here at the library to present his program, America Coast to Coast. He's going to talk about traveling 4,000 miles across the United States by foot, by bicycle, and canoe.
Wow.
And he's going to learn about the full coast route that he took. He's traveled this route, and also plan something that you can do too. So it's a nice inexpensive way to see the world, to see our country, and get away from things. So
and think about like which portion. You don't have to do all of it, but there's
Yeah.
some parts that maybe are really exciting.
yeah,
to
maybe
you.
you like to bike more than you like to canoe, and you get to come and find that out.
Right.
So. And of course, March, we think green, and we think of St. Patrick's Day. And on Sunday, March 12th, we have Dyed in the Wool. They're an Irish band. They're going to be here to play live music. They'll be whipping out the jigs and the reels and all kinds of music. They've got probably a 5-piece band, and they'll pull out the bodhrán too, the old drum, and it's a wonderful, wonderful time of music. They are a great band.
Sounds
and
like fun.
too. Yeah, you get to sing along. Some people even actually get up and dance. So it's really fun.
Okay, that sounds like a good time.
They inspire people. They get the Irish out, on that day.
Yeah.
For everybody who's not Irish.
Do you have to register to come?
Sure. Yeah.
you
We
should.
are, yeah.
Okay, you should
Register
do that.
to all of our programs. It's always nice to know how many are coming.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our Book and Film is back for March. Book and Film is a program we offer once a month. It's our third Thursday of the month at 2 o'clock. We'll be showing the film The Light Between Oceans, which is based on the best-selling book by M.L. Stedman. The film stars Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander and Rachel Weisz. And it's a story about a lighthouse keeper and his wife who are living on this isolated island off the coast of Australia. And they raise a baby that was washed upon the shore in a rowboat, a boat that people use when they're shipwrecked. So they don't know where it came from. So they struggle with their decision on whether to keep the child or not, and that's the big conflict. So it's an excellent book, and the movie does a very good job of translating into it as well. So that's Thursday, March 16th at 2 p.m.
I was going to read the book, and I admit I skipped right to the movie on this one.
Yeah.
In fact, we just saw it. I think last week we rented it. And,
Oh, yeah?
and
Okay.
Saw it. So it's very
The
suspenseful.
scenery of it really portrays the isolation that
Yeah,
a lighthouse.
desolation.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, they are
the,
way
the
out
sound
there.
of the wind and the waves. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, how could you live there? I mean,
Beautiful.
it is beautiful, but it's so alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next film we're going to talk about is another one that has the scenery, really plays a character in it. We also have our Sunday at the Cinema. It's the third Sunday of the month at 2 o'clock, and that is will run until, we aren't open on Sundays in the summertime, but when we are, this program runs on the third Sunday at 2 o'clock. Sunday at the Cinema will be showing Hell or High Water. That is a film that kind of came out quietly, but now it's nominated for 4 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor with
Oh.
Jeff Bridges, who plays the sheriff, Best Writing, and Best Editing. And it takes place in the desolate, sad area of West Texas. It's a modern-day Western is what it really is. And it's about 2 brothers who resort to desperate measures to try to save the family ranch. It sounds like an age-old dilemma, but this is done in modern time.
And even the title even sounds vintage, Hell or High Water.
Yeah.
Like you've heard it before.
Yeah, it's incredible. The characters are wonderful. The scenery, it's a superb film. So I'm
Okay.
excited that we're going to be showing it 2 o'clock on Sunday,
Okay.
the third Sunday of the month. So, and then we have. This is kind of funny. We have on Sunday, March 26th, we have the Improv Basics. We actually have a patron who comes in the library. She was a former member of the Second City. She's a Second City alum. She's from the comedy club down in the city. She's going to come and talk and show us some improv basics, because she's like, not only do we all need a good laugh, but much of the skills you use for improv are skills you use in basic communication, to one another, whether in a work situation or just in, day to day. So if you need a good laugh or you want to improve your speaking or presentation skills, learn the basics of improv with Second City alum Maureen Kelly. And she'll be here Sunday the 26th at 2 o'clock. And this is a program for adults. So she said that's a different group to work with. But that's coming up. So. And then Instagram, that's a social media site that many people are using. So that's coming up. So you want to register for that. That's also in our tech lab. And you need to sign up for that one.
Okay.
We have Tuesday, March 28th, Chicago Mafia History coming up at 6:30. And Tim Wisley will present a program on some of the most feared men who ran Chicago with an iron fist. You'll learn how the Mafia controlled the city, the state, the Midwest, Las Vegas, and with Al Capone and Tony Accardo and Sam Giancana. So he's going to talk about all the family secrets there. So that's going to be it is a part of Chicago history. We can't deny it.
We cannot.
So he's going to talk about it. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and then back with our Nature by the Book program. This is a new series that we've been doing with Lake Catherine. And it's a panel book discussion. That means we have Gareth Blakesley, who's the operations manager at Lake Catherine. We have Shameen, his educational person there. And then we have other science teachers, and we have an English teacher. And we all read the same book. And this month is going to, on March 29th, we're going to be reading H is for Hawk by Helen MacDonald. And the public can read the book. It's available. We order a great amount of books. You can come and just pick that right off the shelf. And you can come in and participate in the conversation or just listen. And we have some really great, we just had the second one last Wednesday, and it was wonderful. We had a great discussion about trees. We talked about the hidden life of trees. And it was a best-selling book out from Germany, of all places, and it's a fabulous book. And this one is a memoir of a British author, Helen MacDonald, who was it's won many awards, but she writes about her point of her life where her father died suddenly on the street in London, and it just really put her in a tailspin. With her grief, she turned to training her goshawk, and some of it's heart-wrenching, some of it's very funny. So it's a great book, and we talk about how we turn to nature in times when we need some type of healing. So,
okay, so it is sort of a biography with nature in it via the hawk.
Yeah, she's talking about training, how she trains her hawk.
Okay.
How the goshawk learns and how she trains it, and then it's also and then she talks about how the lessons she learns from her hawk and how she applies it to her grief at this time in her life.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. And then on March 30th, Thursday at 6:30, we have, this is a mouthful, Mussels, Moonshine, and Music. It's Mississippi Valley Migrants in the 20th Century.
That is a lot of
Yeah, but what it's about is we got fiddler and historian Dennis Stromat, who's an incredible musician. He's going to bring his program of music and storytelling and a fabulous collection of artifacts and stories to talk about and play the music of the Mississippi Valley migrants. And when he talks about Mussels and Moonshine, these are people who made a living along the river, starting in Illinois, okay, and down through the Mississippi. Back in the 1800s, late 17th century, and this music and their way of life, formed the type of music that they played, and he's going to show you how that's done. And so it's an entertaining music-wise, and also you're going to walk away learning, oh my God, I didn't know that kind of thing.
Well, right. I mean, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah. So that'll be our last program in March.
Wow.
And,
okay. Well, you've got some really great stuff coming up that everyone can participate in, and let them know that you're coming so that they can prepare for you. And boy, I mean, you're going to learn something, but it's all entertaining, really. A lot of it is very entertaining. Yeah. Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, now we're on to the children, and what are they up to and doing, and what's happening for them?
All kinds of great stuff, as always, right? We try to keep them all busy.
You're doing a great job doing that. Keep them busy.
Our regular programs are recurring, our Pizza and Pages, which is fun. It's just an open book discussion. We invite anybody to come in and talk with us about whatever they're reading. So we have kids that come and talk about their graphic novels or the latest series they're tackling. and we talk about what we're reading at the moment and give them some recommendations and stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's March 2nd at 6 p.m. And because since it's called Pizza and Pages, of course, we serve pizza.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. And then our evening story time, Pajama-rama, for kids can come in their jammies, like we always say, bring their teddy bear or whatever, will be March 8th at 7 p.m. STEM continues as well. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, or math. So we do a variety of activities, something different every month to incorporate those concepts to make them fun for kids. There's a bigger emphasis in this direction in the schools as well. It's been building more and more. And it's usually for kids about 3 years and up. So this March 9th, they're going to be making beastly brush bots. And they're little toothbrush heads with a battery, and we teach them how to put it all together and activate the battery, and the little brush bot moves around the table.
Oh.
It becomes a little robot.
Oh.
So the kids love it when they have these pieces, these inanimate pieces, and they put it all together.
And they can make it.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
doesn't always work
do
the
it.
first time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, what do we do wrong? We've got to rewire it, and that's part of the process of learning as well. So, but we get them all working, and they make their brush bots.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Smart Art continues. Another one. Kids love the art stuff. They'll be making stick painting on March 14th at 4 o'clock, and that's usually for kids kindergarten and up, kindergarten through 4th grade. You know, we a lot of times will have samples to show them what they can do, and they always blow us away on what they end up doing themselves. So we'll
It's
see
amazing what they
do.
can come up with on
Yeah,
their own.
yeah, exactly. Chess continues on Wednesday, March 15th at 7 p.m. I've observed our volunteers with them on and off. We have junior high school kids come in and play with the younger kids. And it's non-competitive, of course. It's just to help them all become better chess players. And it's really nice to watch the teens interact with them and listen around the corner how they're guiding them and instructing them and helping them get better at their game. And it just gives us faith in the young adults coming up in society, that they're just taking their time out of their busy schedule
Right.
to play with these kids.
Yeah, and that their way of explaining things is a way that that younger child can
Right.
kind of grab
Right.
onto easily.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Definitely. Cook-a-Book continues on March 16th at 6 o'clock. Our most recent cook-a-book, we had a little adventure. The lights went out in the library that evening.
An unexpected adventure, it sounds
It
like.
was unexpected. If everything was fine, it was all handled, but the kids loved it. So they're already saying, are the lights going to go out again in the next cook-a-book? I said, well, we can't guarantee that. But so these are the books we're looking at. The Ballpark Cookbook for the National League and the American League.
Oh, very good.
And with Cook-a-Book, we pull, sometimes they're cookbooks like these, recipe books. Other times they're novels or fiction books. And pull recipes out of them to taste them, try them at the library to kind of see if they got it right. So kids need to come hungry to this event because we've got some fun recipes we're pulling out of this for them to put together.
Okay, just in time for that baseball season
Exactly.
to come in.
Exactly, yeah. After School Club continues on March 22nd, and that's right after school, about 4 o'clock. And this month they'll be talking about the series Geronimo Stilton. Geronimo is a mouse who likes to write, works for a newspaper, and his sister Thea, they go on different adventures. So this one is The Treasure of Easter Island, but there's quite a few in the series. So at the After School Club, they talk about the different series and some of their adventures, and we incorporate different things from the books to get the kids excited about reading some more.
Well, that's good. It's nice as a series too, because then you know that's a book you enjoy and you can
Right,
keep reading
right.
part of the series.
Yeah, and kids naturally gravitate towards series. If they like it, they want more of the same exact thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we grow out of them because they might seem somewhat formulaic, but kids like that. They like that predictability at a certain point in their reading level.
They
so,
do. Well, it's just like the little ones who enjoy the same story
Yes.
over and over and over because they want to know what's going to happen. It's kind
Right.
of like that.
Right, yep, they find comfort in that.
They do.
Teen Tech Week is in March 5th through 11th, and the theme is Be the Source of Change. So it encourages teens to see what they can change to, obviously, for the better, about themselves, their community, their homes, the library. So we've got a couple things going on that week. There will be a teen challenge checklist they can pick up from us and to see what they can check off on the list or add to the checklist to be the source of change. So that's, and they can get the checklist starting March 1st. Jumpstart Tab, we're going to have that week. It's Monday, March 6th. We'll offer it at 2 times, at 4 in the afternoon and at 7 in the evening. TAB is the Teen Advisory Board. It's for teens, usually about 6th grade or 5th grade and up. They can come in and talk to us about what they'd like to see us do, provide for the teens at the library, whether it's programming, items to circulate, service opportunities, and they can get service time for being on the TAB board, the Teen Advisory Board.
That's great.
Yeah. And during Teen Tech Week also we're going to show them more that's available in the Media Lab with our green screen. We've been working on using the iMovie computer in there and putting together some things, so we want to make sure the teens know how to use all that as well. So we'll have that open and they can come in and either use a computer, we can show them, or if a lot of them have their own devices, they can do it as well. So that'll be Wednesday, March 8th. And again, this is at 4 and at 7. We try to give them 2 times. They can come on in and try it. And then on Thursday, March 9th, also Teen Tech Week, to be the source of change. You know, you can always change books. We've talked about how you can alter books. And this is Catching Fire, real popular book. Cover's not on there, which is fine. This was donated to the library, but for various reasons, we can't add it to the collection. Mainly, you know, it's already a little damaged.
Oh, right.
But one thing you can do with books, you've seen them folded and whatnot, but this is partially made. You can hollow them out, and the kids will hollow out their book, and then the pages will be glued shut to make a little secret compartment.
Oh.
So that's how they're going to be
That's
altering their books.
A cool thing. They can
It is,
keep their
yeah.
special things
Exactly,
in there.
whether it's on their bookshelf at home or, you know, in their locker, they've got their little compartment in there. Like I said, this one's halfway done to give the kids an idea how it looks, but when it is done, these will be glued together, so it's a box inside.
Well, that seems like
book.
a little bit of a project because you've got a lot of pages you've got to kind of cut through.
Actually, if you have a nice straight edge, it goes pretty quick.
Does it? Okay.
Yep. A straight edge, you know, X-Acto knife with a ruler, and it cuts. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, cuts pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's nice because everybody has something special they're saving. You know, this way your brother or sister can't get into it.
Right.
At least you hope not.
Yeah, and we'll have some discarded books the kids can use, or if they've got a book at home they want to upcycle and change it into a compartment, they can bring their own.
I like it.
Yeah. And National Goof Off Day. Now, who doesn't love being goofy, right? And you don't have to be a kid to be goofy.
You do
I say.
not. No.
So Wednesday, March 22nd is National Goof Off Day. The kids can come in at 7 o'clock. We'll just have goofy games, goofy snacks. We're just going to be fun and silly. Kids need that safety place where they can express that silliness and not
It's
worry
okay
about
to be silly. It's
being
fun to be
laughed
silly.
at. Yeah, absolutely. You're never too old for it.
Not really.
Our spring story time continues. It's always real popular. It starts March 6th, which is a Monday. On Mondays, we have our tiny tots, the little guys from the babies. They usually start 6 or 8 weeks sometimes, up to 23 months at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. And it is limited because the room is, you know, certain capacity. So it is limited to 12 registration. We do recommend Palos Heights residents, as soon as you get your newsletter, give us a call or sign up online to reserve your spot.
Well, I happen to have been there Monday between 10 and 11, and you have a really nice crowd that come in. So, I mean, it's very popular.
Yeah, it is, definitely. We end up with a waiting list quite often. The Terrific Twos for 2-year-olds continues on Tuesdays at 10 or 11. Same situation, please register to hold your spot. And once you register for the whole 6-week session. And then the preschoolers are kids 3 through 6. We even get kindergartners who come to this if they're in a half-day program somewhere. And you can pick one of 4 times, Wednesday or Thursday at 10 or 1 in the afternoon.
It's nice to have lots of opportunities to take advantage of that.
Exactly, what works with your schedule.
That's good.
A lot of families say they like keeping the kids connected to the library still, even as they get a little older and they're still going to school. They start going to school, but they come back to us.
Yes.
And marvelous March programs. Well, yes, of course, St. Patrick's Day and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So the kids really enjoy guessing games. So this is our guessing game for March. How many gold coins?
Okay.
Which I guess
That
they
is
could
fun.
try to count them
Maybe
out.
they
It does.
could.
It might be a little tricky, but so that's our guessing game. They can come in anytime, guess how many gold coins.
Unless you don't let them pick it up.
No, they can pick it up. That's
Okay.
all right. We'll let them pick it up. We might put a few more in there. And part of the process of guessing, you practice estimation skills. You know, if they can count that bunch, then they think about how many bunches are there like that. And
Right.
we help them with it, or their grown-up helps them with the guessing. And then, of course, they win the gold coins and
Nice.
a paperback book.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
a book too.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've heard the big news coming March 17th, Beauty and the Beast. The movie is being released.
No.
It's big news. And,
It's
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
does it just come out every so often? Is that it?
Well, this is a new remake, brand new remake. Will be
wait. So
released.
it's oh, I know what you're talking about. With
Yes.
the actual people
Yes,
doing it. I have
yes.
heard that.
Yes, this one
Yeah.
has Emma Watson from
Yeah.
Harry Potter
Oh,
fame.
just adorable.
Yes, she's playing Belle. So that comes out March 17th, so we have to prepare.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So we're doing a Brains Before Beauty program. And this is about second graders and up. It'll be Monday, March 13th, a few days before the movie release, where kids can come in and practice brainy experiments, team building games, and we might have some movie ticket as door prizes
That would be fun.
as giveaways for somebody to take home. Yeah, because Belle is all about. She's very brainy. She's a smart cookie.
girl, you know.
She is.
She's always
absolutely is.
reading. She's
Yes.
always got that book in front of her.
She's got the perfect library, doesn't she? Many librarians
Little big.
really like her library. And so on St. Patrick's Day, of course, we've got our St. Patrick's Day drop-in story time. All green things are welcomed. That'll be Friday, March 17th at 10 a.m. If you're not at the morning premiere of the movie, come on into the library for St. Patrick's Day stories and crafts. And that's when we'll announce the winner of our guessing contest
Okay.
as well.
That's
we'll count 'em out.
appropriate.
Yeah. And I think every child knows the piggy and elephant characters
For sure.
by Mo Willems. They're wildly popular, and rightly so. The books are just adorable. The author, illustrator, Mo Willems, I've been lucky enough to meet him a few times. He's as funny in person as he is in the stories he writes. But they're 10 years old this year. They've been around 10 years. He's done writing them for now. He says he's not putting out any more piggy and elephant characters. He's working on some other stuff. So we've got to have a party for Piggy and Elephant.
Yeah,
So,
they're great stories.
yeah,
and
they
the kids
really
do
are.
love them.
Yeah.
And they're so simple. You know, and it makes you feel like, why couldn't I have done that?
Yeah.
To be clever, right? To
I
do
think
it.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
you do.
So we're celebrating their birthday on Saturday, March 18th at 10 a.m. So come on in. We'll have an actual appearance by life-size Piggy and Elephant characters.
Oh,
So yeah, you'll have to. Of course, everybody always has their cameras with them these days,
Yeah,
but
right.
we'll have life-size Piggy and Elephant there to greet kids who
Fun.
want to be greeted.
Yes.
Usually, when our characters come, they just stand in one place and wait for kids to come to them. We don't want to scare them, but that should be a lot of fun. And then our other Beauty and the Beast party, Be Our Guest. That's going to be about a week afterwards on Friday, March 24th, 1 week afterwards, and 3:30 in the afternoon. Kids can come in for our first Beauty and the Beast themed ballroom party. We'll have practice ballroom dancing.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, costumes are welcome. Beauty or the Beast, whatever you like. You can wear either one. So that'll be fun. We've got to have. We knew one Beauty and the Beast party would not be enough.
No, I'm very excited about that coming out because that's a great story.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Just a few more things. Our regular Pokemon Shopkin night will be at the end of the month, March 27th. Alphabet Animals drawing class. This is all at the end of the month for spring break time. we're going to have this 2 times that day. In the morning, it's alphabet animals, and in the afternoon, it's creative cartooning. We'll have cartoonist Mark Anderson in, and he'll direct kids on drawing different things and give them tips on that. And then Wednesday, the 29th at 10 a.m. and again at 1 p.m., there's Peep into Science, which we'll be using the holiday peeps for science experiments. You know, those cute little pink and yellow chickies. And yeah, we're going to experiment with them. And they may not be recognizable afterwards, for this scientific themed holiday program.
Well, you know, that's about the right thing to do with peeps, is do experiments on them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's eating them. You know.
And they're more, have you noticed they're more
Yes.
popular? They've got them for a lot more holidays
They
now.
do, I know.
And a lot more
Men and
character
ghosts
shapes.
And,
They're not just for Easter anymore.
They're not.
No. So we'll be doing Peep into Science. And then on Thursday, the 30th at noon, it's Bake, Make, and Take. Kids can practice measuring, pouring, and watch as they ingredients transform, you know, from liquid to solid or cold to cooked, and they get to take home their treats.
Wow, you guys are brave over there.
We are. Well, you know, kids learn by doing.
I know, they do.
Absolutely. So we love being part of that process. Don't be afraid of a clown. Something else that kids can be sometimes, and adults.
And adults, yes.
That's true.
So we have a guest performer coming in. She'll come in and assemble herself as a clown in front of the audience.
Oh, that's
So
good.
kids can see her in process, transforming. So that might help some take a little bit of the fear out. Or if they get to the point, yes, of course, anybody can come. Everybody's welcome. That might help if they, you know, see the process, the transformation, and then she'll put on a fun show for them as well. And then lastly, this is on April 1st, but it's part of the spring break week, so I want to mention it now. Performer Mary Macaroni will be in, and she's such a lively, engaging performer. She'll have the kids clapping and singing, and everybody will be up moving to make it fun for everybody. And that's all of spring break week. And just one more thing to mention, we've got coming at the library our brand new launch pads. We just brought these out recently. They're available for checkout for anybody with a library card at the library. What they are is preloaded apps on each device. They've got at least 10 apps on them, and they're different subjects, different age levels. This is the Master Math Mind.
Wow.
And it's got a number of math games. It's recommended for ages 8 to 10, about 3rd through 5th grade. There's no commercials. It's not internet accessible. They're just preloaded games. And with one click of a button, you reset the whole thing. It erases all the history, whether for yourself or for the next user. And they're just fun, educational games that you know your child's not going to wander into a site they're not supposed to be on. They're not going to accidentally buy something they're not supposed to buy.
I've heard those stories.
So these are available for checkout, no charge. And
But it would be more like 3rd grade and up.
Actually, thanks for asking. We've got them for different ages. We've got them for preschool through teen.
Okay.
So there's different subjects, different ages, and different themes. And you can come check them out. They're all on the shelf on display. We've got the cases on display upstairs. It'll show you on the side the recommended ages, what the theme is. And then you take the case to the front desk, and they'll give you the actual launch pad and the charging cord, and you're on your way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun to play with. We've been playing with them a little bit too much, maybe. But, you know, we need to know what it's all about.
Well, you do.
So this this one shows you a variety of games that we've got there, you know, Math Dash. We were practicing our times tables and whatnot. So,
So that makes it fun.
yeah.
I see it's by Playway, so that's,
Yes.
you know, I take out Playways all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's,
It's the same company.
yeah,
Exactly.
It's nice.
Yeah, so brand new. So please check them out.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
thank
I
you.
mean, we're talking about spring break already, so you know, I mean, I guess spring break would be pretty much the last week of March. Is that what we're thinking? Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, these are great things to think about for your spring break, and also adults need a spring break too.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of things going on that you can
Right.
do during that same time period, really.
there is actually.
Yeah. So you can have some fun too.
Yes,
Right.
indeed.
Well, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
And
Yeah.
we'll see you at the library next time. Bye-bye.